Hello, viewers and my dear students. Welcome to session 6 on one-dimensional problems analysis. Now I'll be showing you a new demo, that is demo on one-dimensional bar analysis using a log file as input, that is creating a macro code in mechanical APDL ANSYS. Okay, see here. Please see here. This problem has already been done. Okay, by graphic user interface, I have already done. That procedure is called GUI. Now, I'll show you how to do the same problem using macros. That is creating a log file and inputting it in the command prompt and all that. Okay, see here, the same problem I'm doing by a method 2. Okay, this problem you don't have to worry for the examination and all that, but for the knowledge purpose and all that, for interview purpose and all that, this is very, very essential. They'll ask you what are the different methods of doing and how you take the help of log file and all that. Okay, these are all very important things for understand the concepts. Okay, that is why I am doing not by graphic user interface. Please understand, graphic user interface has already been done. I have got the answers. I have done initially by theoretical approach and using graphic user interface of ANSYS release 14. I got the results, whatever I got by theoretical approach. Now I am showing how to do using macros, that is log file. Okay, now see here, these are all the answers. That is at node 1, node 1 is fixed. Node 2, you should get a displacement of 0.16 into 10 to the power of minus 2. Node 3, you should get a displacement of 0.73 into 10 to the power of minus 2. Okay, these things you should get. Okay, see here, this log file or writing macro code in mechanical APDL ANSYS is useful as a debugging tool that can help to reveal any mistakes you might have made in an ANSYS guide session and helps in analysis of any problem by inputting a log file after making suitable changes in the log file. That means analysis becomes easier. Now this demo I'll clearly give you now. Okay, I'm taking the same problem and I'll tell you how to solve using the log file operation also. Okay, now you see here, see this, I have created a new log file and all that. I have actually created, I changed the job name. I have given a new title also. Okay, new title also I have given. Okay, up till here done. If you see file, list log file, up to that you get. See here, one-dimensional problem analysis and all that I have done up to that. Now you see here. Now I'll go for, I'll go in the regular way. I'll be creating the log file simultaneously. See here, preferences structural I'll go. Okay, if you go preferences structural, okay, immediately if you, in case you see this list, okay, list log file, okay, you see here, structural is 1, thermal is 0, fluid is 0 and all, that is all other analysis, no, LS Dyna and all that, all 0. That means what is we are doing is structural 1 means we are doing only structural analysis. That's the way you should understand. Okay, that means as and when I'll be doing the graphic user interface, automatically the log file is being created. Okay, now preprocessor. Okay, preprocessor, element type, add, edit, delete, add, link, and the same element you take, link 180 you get. Okay, just close. Okay, then real constants. Okay, add, edit, delete, add. For link element, link 180, you need the real constant. First one has got a cross-sectional area of 900. You put 900. Okay, just say apply. Then you take 2. The second one has a real constant of 600. I think 600. Okay, this you say, okay, 2 real constants have been created. 1 and 2. 1 for steel, 1 for aluminum. You just say close. Okay. Then material properties you go, material models you go, structural, linear, elastic, isotropic. First one is 2E5. Okay, 2E5, that is for steel. Okay, say. Okay. Then material, new model. Then for aluminum you give, that is 0.7 E5. Okay, that also you give 0, that means two real constants, one for steel 2E5, one for aluminum 0.7 E5. In that way material exit. See here, we are done up till here, no? You can just see the log file being created here. See here, list log file. If you see here, you can see here. After that, that is structural analysis I've taken. Then I've taken the link 180 element. Then real constant, real R. Okay, that's the thing. One real constant, one is 900. Real constant 2 is 600. In that way, and also I've entered the material. No, first material 1 is 2E5, and second material, that is first material 1 is 2E5. Second material 2 is 0.7 E5. That is aluminum. Now whatever I've done till now, it is getting recorded there. Okay, that is what you should know. Then modeling, create key points in active coordinate system. You just see 1, 1, 0, 0 you do first point. Just say apply. Then you go for 2, I think it is 600, apply. 3, 600 plus 500, 1100. Okay, just say okay. Then, as you know here, I created 3 key points, 1, 2, 3, 0, 0, 0, 600, 0, 0, and 1100, 0, 0. Then I'll connect by lines. Lines, straight line, you connect this and this and this. Okay, this you do, just say okay. Okay, now once you do this, okay, then you go for meshing. Mesh attributes, very important, because I have to assign this as steel, this as aluminum. Meshing, mesh attributes, picket lines, pick this first line and just say okay and make it as steel, real constant 1, and element also, that is real constant also 1, material also 1, and element type number is 1, link 180. That means 1, 1, 1 right now. Okay, just say apply. Apply. Then go for this, select this, say okay. Then this is 2, this is 2, this is 1 only. I can't change this because the element what is supporting our analysis is link 180. Let it be like that only. Don't change that. Okay, just say okay. Okay, now once you do this, now you go for size controls. Okay, manual size, lines, picket lines. I'll take this and take this. Okay, I've clicked on steel, I've clicked on aluminum, and I'll say okay. Number of divisions I'll make only 1. Okay, once I make 1, okay, this also is only 1 element. Aluminum, that is steel also divided into 1 element, that is only 1 division. Aluminum is also divided into 1. If I had given 2, here 2, totally 4 elements would have created. Since I have given only 1, only 2 elements are created. Now you can see here. Next, what you do is mesh, lines. Okay, if you say pick all or you pick both the lines. Okay, pick all, it is converted into elements. Now you see here, list elements. If you do, you have got 2 elements done. Okay, I think this is up till here it is clear. Okay, now whatever I've done, you can see this list, log file. If you see whatever I've done till now, see here, now key point 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 2, 600, 0, 0, 3100, 0, 0, and I've joined by line 1 to 2, 2 to 3. Okay, can you follow? In that way, I'll show you this again. Okay, then I've joined by, you see here, I joined by 1 to 2, 2 to 3, and then the meshing also has been done. Okay, meshing also has been done. see here, meshing has been done up till here, up to mesh is here, L mesh, that is this up till here we have done, this you understand, okay. Then you see here, I have done up to meshing, list, elements, nodes and attributes means up to elements it has done. That means up to pre-processing stage I have done, okay. It just says save DB. That means after pre-processing it should be saved. Then what I do, I'll go for loading. Loads, define loads, okay, apply structural displacement on key points. You click on this, just say okay, all degrees of freedom you make it 0, this you do this, okay. Then force moment on key points or nodes, anyway it's the same thing, you just say okay, and then you give fx as 500 you enter, you just say okay, okay. Then plot, multi-plot if you do, you see okay, this is steel, this is aluminum, and you have force in the positive direction, this is 500 newtons, okay. Then once you do this, see here, solution, solve, current load step, let us say I'll do this. Okay, current load step if I do, solution is done. That means we have gone we have gone in the correct direction. You just say okay, say file, then close. Okay, then you see here under general post process, okay, see here, nodal solution you go, okay, displacement vector sum you go, and just say okay. Once you go here, you see here, you got the answer as 0.1667 10 to the power of minus 2, 0.7619 10 to the power of minus 2. You just see whether you got the same answers. See here, it is 0.16 into 10 to the power of minus 2 and 0.73 into 10 to the power of minus 2, both matching with what you got by theoretical answers. Okay, see here, this, see here, 0.16 and 0.76 as you see here. Okay, please carefully see. This is 0.73 into 10 to the power of minus 2. Here I got little more, 0.76. Okay, 0.76 into 10 to the power of minus 2 I got. This is 0.16 into 10 to the power of minus 2. I think that is okay. That is okay. 0.16 into 10 to the power of minus 2. This is okay. And as you see here, this, okay, now let us say up till here, okay, see here, this, if you look at this list, log file, you can clearly analyze. I'll in the next session, I'll be totally concentrating on explaining these things. Okay, anyway, you just say this applying the load and all that, okay, see here, fx is 500 what I applied, and then what I have applied here, if you see here, these things are, I'll be telling you in the next session how exactly these things are explained. Now you see here, once I do all this, finish, solution, solve, current loads, that is current load step, and U component. That means up to U component only. You could determine any other thing, that is axial stresses and all that. But at least up till here, it has been done. Okay. Now, this is, now we'll come to the end of session 6. In the session 7, I'll be explaining how the log file, whatever log file I got now, no, this log file only, I will explain, I'll copy this, what, I'll copy the entire thing, okay, I'll copy the entire thing, okay, Control C, and I'll paste it in Word. I'll paste it in the Word, and I'll explain this in the next session, okay. Thank you very much for watching. Thanks friends. Thank you.